Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Miss Farisha. My name is Muhammad Ismutada bin Muhammad Yusuf.
And my name is Amir Mukminin bin Amiruddin.
Thank you for joining this interview today. So, may I start now?
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Farisha. So, my first question is um, can you please introduce yourself and share your experience studying in Chinese primary school?
Okay. My name is Nofarsha binti Soiri, and I am a Malay who study in a Chinese primary school, SCKC, for 6 years. In school, Mandarin was the main language used, but we also learned Bahasa Malaysia and English. Um, Most of my classmates were Chinese, so I was exposed to Chinese language and culture from a young age, which influenced how I communicate today.
Okay, so how did this schooling experience shape the way you use language in your daily communication?
I would say this experience made me comfortable using more than one language in daily life. I became used to switching languages depending on the situation and the people I interact with, which helps me communicate more effectively with others.
Okay. Do you think people from different culture backgrounds communicate differently in terms of being direct or indirect?
Yes, I think there's a clear difference. Some cultures communicate more directly, while others prefer indirect communication to maintain politeness and harmony. This difference can sometimes cause misunderstanding.
Okay. How do you adjust your way of speaking when communicating with people from cultures different from yours?
When communicating with people from different cultures, I try to be more careful with my words and tone. And I also make sure to explain myself clearly and avoid using slang or mixed language if it might cause confusion.
Okay, so my next question is do you think that the language a person uses affects how they are perceived and treated in Malaysia?
I would say yes. I think language can affect how a person is perceived. People who speak certain language fluently are sometimes seen as more confident or capable, which can influence how others respond to them.
So, about your experience, have you personally experienced being treated differently based on the language you use?
Yes, I have experienced this. For example, when I speak Mandarin, some people respond more positively, while using another language may lead to a different reaction. This shows how language can influence communication.
Okay. How important is nonverbal communication, such as tone of voice or facial expression, in your daily interactions?
Non-verbal communication is very important because it helps express emotions and respect. Even if the words are correct, the tone or facial expression can change how the message is received.
Okay. Have you noticed differences in personal space, eye contact, or body language when interacting with people from different cultures?
Yes, I have noticed differences in these areas. Some people are comfortable with closer personal space, while others prefer more distance. Being aware of these differences helps me communicate more appropriately.
Okay, so my next question is have you ever experienced conflict or misunderstanding caused by cultural or language differences?
Yes, I have experienced misunderstanding due to differences in language and communication styles. These misunderstandings usually happens when people interpret messages differently.
How did you manage or resolve that conflict? And what did you learn from the experience?
I usually try to explain my intentions calmly and listen to the other person's point of view. From this experience, I learned that patience and understanding are important in intercultural communication.
Okay, that's all for the interview. Thank you very much, Miss Farisha, for your time and sharing your experience.
Thank you so much, Miss Felicia.
You're welcome.
That's all from us.